Hey, good morning, Derrick. Good morning, everyone. Questions for Derrick this morning?
Derek, looks like you got going pretty effectively in the short roll last game, screening a ton in this series. Just those two areas of your game, how much have you done of that in the past, and just what makes you effective at doing those two things?
I didn't do too much of it before I got here. Yeah, maybe a little bit here and there with DeMar, but just trying to. I know they're hedging or trapping or doing whatever to JT, JB, so just trying to be available. And then when I get it there in the middle, just make the right play, whether they step up and make the right pass or they don't, just try to make the shot. So just trying to be available and then make the right play after that.
And Ime's talked this year about just changing kind of your perspective, whether it's, being more aggressive on the defensive end, even fouling a little bit more, just kind of the differences and, what they prioritize in San Antonio versus here. Is that the only thing? Are there some other things that you've kind of had to change since coming here?
Yeah, the physicality aspect is a little bit different. Obviously, just who you're playing with kind of changes how you play. We didn't have JT and JB on our team. We were more just move the ball and stuff like that. So that kind of changed some things around, just getting adjusted to that. And then other than that, it's pretty much similar to just playing basketball.
They finally went to Duncan, and you had to do a ton of chasing over screens. What is the key, especially against a team that screens as hard as they do, to just being able to stay locked in?
Yeah, just you can't relax for a second. Him and Strus, they're coming off of seems like 8 DHOs a possession, so you just got to stay locked in, try to stay attached, and make it as tough for them for each time down.
They're a unique, or they're, I guess, one of two teams in the league that kind of does a ton of that kind of stuff where you don't know where they're going off of those DHOs. What is it about the way this defense operates that allows you guys to both stay under the screener while still being able to get over the top on the shooter?
I think just making multiple efforts. You might get stuck on the screen and someone will step up and try to put out that fire, or you just got to fly around and just make that multiple effort. And just having 5 guys out there that's doing that, it makes it special.
And said the other night that after the game, you guys reminded yourselves that you guys came back from a 3-2 deficit. What are the conversations like about approaching this like a game you guys need to have?
Yeah, we don't want to give them life. Close out games are the toughest games, and we know they're going to come out and up their physicality and do things that they need to do to try to stay in the series. So we can't relax and think it's over. They're not going to give up, so we got to be ready to go.
Derrick, I know you have a lot going on, but is it difficult to block out that outside noise and a lot of people already anointing you guys to the NBA Finals?
Yeah, that's just the nature of the game. You lose one game, they think you're done. You win one game, they think you're gonna win it all. So just trying to stay consistent, not get too high, not get too low, not really listen to that stuff because it doesn't really matter. And Miami's a great team. We can't look past them.
Have you taken any time though to think about, the fact where you were before the trade in San Antonio and just battling for a play-in spot to now being in this position?
Yes, it's pretty crazy. Going to start the year, I didn't really think obviously we had a lot of young guys and potential, and I was looking forward to the season, but just to get traded and be a part of this organization, and obviously that's something I didn't think about, but I'm super thankful and grateful to be here, and it's been a lot of fun.
Do you allow yourself to picture that next step for you guys?
We can figure that out after. Can't really look too far ahead. You got to focus on this opponent, not try to give them any life, and it's gonna be a dogfight tonight, and we gotta find a way to get a win.
When it comes to ball security, is that something that you can adjust for, run different plays, do different things, or is it just a matter of focus and really kind of being dialed in what you're doing?
We kind of run what we run. We're just trying to make the simple play, not try to play in that crowd. They're doing a great job of shifting and showing that crowd. So just making the simple play each and every time down and take what the defense is giving us.
And then last one for me, sorry, everybody. But with Marcus being questionable every day, does it change your preparation at all? Are you preparing to start and then kind of dial that back?
Nah, I mean, it doesn't really change much for me. I mean, I'll probably find out like an hour or so before the game, but I think my mindset's got to stay the same, whether I'm starting or whether I'm coming off the bench. So just try to have that same mindset. And I mean, when that starting lineup comes, then I'll be ready to go. But if I'm on the bench, then I got to be ready to go either way.
Final question, Jared?
When you got here, this team was starting to kind of find its offensive identity. It was always so up and down, and especially these last few games, you've been the person that kind of kept the offense elevated when it was falling apart. What was the kind of journey over the course of the year of you finding what your role would be in keeping this offense afloat? And how do you feel like all the little things you do of just constantly being in motion, making the right reads, helps the offense continue to be what it is when it's kind of losing that steam?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to make the right play, be in the right position, creating outlets, doing stuff like that I pretty much done my whole life. I mean, obviously it's a transition, just being traded and figuring out the system and everything. But I mean, I feel like if I have the right mindset and I'm aggressive from the beginning, then I usually make the right play and it helps the team out.
I feel like guys that make the right reads say, "I just make the right reads." What is it when you see like the offense is maybe like losing some of its side-to-side movement or not pushing in transition? Like, what are those moments that you see where you're like, I need to do what I do here to kind of change the way we're moving?
Yeah, just trying to understand the game, the flow of the game, whether we're going too fast or we need to slow down for a minute and get into a good set and try to get a good look, or whether we're playing too slow and stagnant. So just trying to understand the flow of the game and make the reads off of that.
Was there like did it take you some time to figure out like, this is the time where I want to call this kind of action within a play or within a quarter? Like when did you hit that point where you kind of had it figured out?
Yeah, I mean, when I first got here, I mean, I knew the plays, but like when it was going quick, like I would just go to the one thing. So just getting more and more comfortable. I mean, seeing what Smart likes to call, what the team likes to call during certain situations, it's definitely helped me try to figure out more so what the coaching staff is looking for and how to get us the best look each and every time.
Thanks for your time, Derrick.
Appreciate it.